Today we're continuing All at Sea from Gumdrop. Second part. There at last was the harbor. Everybody cheered up. Even the engine sounded happy. Good old Gumdrop had brought them all safely to the sea. But suddenly, those dreadful clangy noises began again. Now worse than ever. Then, with an almighty loud bang, the engine stopped. "Oh my goodness!" exclaimed Mr. Oldcastle. "The engine's blowing up!" There was oil everywhere and a gaping hole in the crankcase, a hole that couldn't be repaired. Gumdrop would need a new engine now. But where could he find another 1926 Austin 12/4 engine? For the moment, there was nothing to be done, so Mr. Oldcastle went with the others for a sail. Poor Gumdrop was left standing on the shore. They hired an old fishing boat. "All aboard!" ordered Mr. B, who was the captain now. "Weigh anchor! Hoist the sails!" And they sailed away on the tide with a many "Garibo!" and ready about. Mrs. B lay back to sunbathe under her parasol. The children ate ice cream and Horace was fishing. Everybody was happy, except Mr. Oldcastle, who was worrying about Gumdrop's broken engine. The tide was falling and the wind freshening. Mr. B scanned the horizon with his telescope and gazed all round. "Look, the water's nearly up to Gumdrop," he said. "Oh no!" cried Mr. Oldcastle. "We must turn back at once or Gumdrop will be drowned." Just then, Horace saw a fish. He leaned out to grab it, but unfortunately, he lost his balance. And splash! Fell straight into the water. Mr. Oldcastle did not hesitate. He didn't want his dog drowned as well, so he plunged right in to save Horace. But Mr. B didn't want either, and he leaned out to save Mr. Oldcastle. The others rushed quickly to the side to save Horace. But all their weight and rushing tilted the boat so violently that they all fell overboard. "Mayday! Mayday!" boomed Mr. B. "Help! Help!" gurgled Mrs. B. The children just screamed. Mr. Oldcastle was speechless as their boat floated away. Other boats soon came to rescue them. Everybody was soaking wet but safe. "Now we must rescue Gumdrop!" cried Mr. Oldcastle. The water was already up to Gumdrop's mudguard. "Shoulders to the wheel!" commanded Mr. B as everyone pushed and heaved to get the car back on dry land again. But where was Horace? In all the confusion of getting soaked and being rescued, Mr. Oldcastle couldn't remember what happened to his dog. He was truly all at sea. Just then, he heard a sort of muffled bark. It came from the fishing boat, which was floating in the tide. Mr. Oldcastle Oldcastle scrambled on board. The old boy came from under the engine cover. He tore it off. And there was Horse, sitting by the engine, safe and sound. He folded the dog in his arms and felt happy for the first time that day. Then Mr. Oldcastle looked at the engine. It was big and beautiful, and it was exactly like Gumdrop's 1926 Austin 12/4 engine. And not a hole anywhere, he said. He could hardly believe his luck. You clever dog, you found a perfect engine for Gumdrop. And Mr. Oldcastle danced around until Horse got quite dizzy. The owner of the old fishing boat was so happy to sell his engine. It came out of an old car just like yours, said the fisherman. Anyway, I'd rather have him more than diesel, he added. So all was well in the end. Mr. Oldcastle took the precious engine to be overhauled and then returned to finish his holiday. He brought ice cream for the children, and the Horse caught as many fish as he wanted. Best of all, Gumdrop had a sparkling new engine now. Brum, brum! One last thing. The old fishing boat now has a new name. Now it's Gumdrop too. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you read more with me, and please subscribe to channel Mira TV Reading. Until next time, it was me, Mira. Bye.